Hey Google, pause. All right, let's get started. Hi guys, welcome to Word of the Day Wednesdays. My name is Nicole D. Miller, author of Stories for the Urban Soul, a compilation of short stories, novellas, and poetry depicting Black characters dealing with everyday relatable life issues, from healing to heartbreak to social injustices to parenting, and has a faith-based lens, so encouraging, inspirational, and hope-filled. If you want to learn more, go to NicoleDMiller.com. All right, so welcome to Word of the Day Wednesdays. As you guys know, every Wednesday I piggyback off of my latest blog. The blog this week was A Mother's Love. This one was definitely near and dear to my heart because it coincided with the sudden passing of a dear friend who was a spiritual mother in my life, as well as my own mother's heavenly birthday. So lots of emotions this week that I'm still processing. But what was cool about this blog was that I got to write some poetry. And what I realized with me, poetry is such an outlet for intense emotions, especially if I'm in pain or dealing with something hard. Poetry is kind of the outlet for me. I don't really think of myself as a poet. I think of myself as a writer who does poetry, but I write a lot of different things, such as short stories and novellas. Now I'm working on my first novel, and I blog. So writing is a great outlet for me, a great go-to, and kind of like the form it takes depends on my mood. So with this particular poem, and I am going to read it, I'm pretty proud of this poem. I dedicated it to my one of my spiritual mothers, Diane Palmer. So here goes. She's a mother's mother who mothers her child's child by brushing away the tears and bringing forth a smile. A mother's love is full and flows in abundant ways, but a mother's mother rushes in ways a mother can't to save the day. Her table is complete with homemade ingredients. She works her fingers through and through, prepping meals that are heaven sent. My mother was a provider, her mother a nurturer. They both created me to break the generational curse barriers. Your mother may not have been the one to cradle you in loving arms, but rest assured there are other mothers just waiting to take you on. The spiritual mothers are the best because they stand strongly in the gap. They don't have to be your blood. They can just be a needed lap. You can spread across their thighs and let the tears come crumbling out. They won't judge you for your weakness. They themselves have floundered about. They've missed the mark and fallen at times due to a lack of knowledge or simply a confused mind. But that's the beauty and legacy, because what they couldn't do, we now do. And they do it through us and with us, so they get to do it too. So the reason I love that poem is because I felt like I was able to infuse so many of these women in my life who've impacted me. Primarily, I thought about my grandmother, who was like a mother to me. And I know Diane, as a grandmother, just really has been a mother to her grandchildren. So I thought of her and just the meals she made, especially at Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those holiday meals are truly missed. But just that standing in the gap ability that these women have had, and especially in the Black community and other urban communities, there's just that strong grandmother figure. And I think of the movie Soul Food. That was a great depiction of the strong Black grandmother just holding the family together. So I wanted to share that, and then of course honor my spiritual mothers. Diane was someone who warred for me, interceded for me, rooted for me in the background for 17 years. And so I'm thoroughly going to miss her, and also just intent to manifest the legacy of her and my mother and my grandmother and so many of the ancestors who went before us. So If you'd like to learn more about the blog, and if you relate or if you don't relate, I referenced if you don't have a natural mother, how you can have spiritual mothers, because I know that's a thing. But you can learn more at NicoleDMiller.com. All right, guys, that is about it for the blog. I do have an upcoming pop-up. It's going to be at Roasted Tremont. It's such a cute cafe in Cleveland, and it's off Professor Avenue. I will be there October 15th from 11 to 2. So if you're in the area, stop through. I'll be signing books. I love this cafe. It was one of the ones we looked at for the Mic'd Ups, and Sophie, my friend, connected me. And it's funny, the owner's name is Sophie too. And they're like rooted, I think they were placed number 5, the best cafe in Cleveland recently. So definitely check it out. I have a little cute reel. I took my friend Leanna there last week. So check out the reel. It's cute. But I will be there on the 15th, and then there's Literary Youngstown coming up, and I think that's the following weekend, but I can't remember the exact date, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I'm really trying to be low-key this month. I have been ripping and running for months now, and I had to finish this novel. So you guys know that I took the trip to New York, and I got all of this information so that I could finalize the novel. So that's actually what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to finalize this novel. So I appreciate all of you guys' support, and be on the lookout for the next blog and the next Word of the Day Wednesdays. Please make sure to share, save, and subscribe. Till next time. Oh, I didn't.